Okay, everybody, welcome to the very first episode of Dream Aesthetic Podcast. Okay, thank you for having us today, Ahnan. Let me introduce myself quickly. My name is Ahmad. I am actually the guest host. So I am not the host, but I'm a guest host. The podcast is for Dream Aesthetic Podcast. Okay, so I'm a guest host because today our very first guest is the president itself, is Mr. Ahnan Raj, the founder and the owner of Dream Aesthetic. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Let's get the ball rolling. So the main objective of having Dream Aesthetic Podcast is to provide a platform. Okay, platform for not just athletes. Okay, it's a platform for it's a platform outside the stage. I think that's the whole gist of it. Okay, because you see when physique athletes, physique competitors, they compete, right? Pretty much like we all understand, usually the whole story just ends on stage. Okay, so that's why we're trying to bring up this podcast, okay, to provide another platform, okay, for athletes, for competitors, for sponsors, so this will be another platform to provide stories, interesting stories of athletes, anything outside the stage. Because you see, life for a physique athlete is not just on the stage. There are so much more things to talk about outside the stage. So that's why having this podcast is important for Dream Aesthetic. Okay, so without further ado, today our guest is the president. Today our guest is the president, the founder, the owner of Dream Aesthetic himself, which is Mr. Ahnan Raj. Ahnan, thank you for being here today. Welcome to the show, to your own show.
Thank you so much, Ahmad. Thanks for the podcast, for this opportunity that I'm having to sit down over here speaking in front of you. I feel so blessed. And mainly, as you mentioned, my goal is to give our athletes a great platform to compete and tell their stories, what they actually have it in their mind. Every individual athlete stories will be a super interesting story because only they know what kind of sacrifice they went through to have the great physique. And then above the sponsors, in life actually, let's say someone giving you $100. We only like to take the $100. Nobody knows how hard he earned the $100 and give us actually. For that, I would like to actually appreciate my sponsors by giving them this podcast station to tell me the story actually, how they become this successful, because I want to be successful like them. And you guys also want to hear how they were successful, where they actually start from. So this is the whole story, guys. This is just a beginning what I'm just saying, but my mind, I have a very big vision. Dream Aesthetic is going to be a big vision. It's not only going to be a competition show. I'm going to groom, personally, I'm take my word, I'm going to groom the athletes to be a better vision of them. Such as even the previous man physique overall champion, I spoke to him saying that, you were actually a trainer back then. Yeah. And then now you become an athlete. And then now you're a champion. Now you become the overall champion. The radar is on you. What is next? Yeah. I don't want my athletes just to be a champion all the way. Not one day become a champion in stage. I want them to be a champion for 365 days. Well-known athlete in Singapore. Because that is what I wanted. So let's roll the dice.
There you go. You heard it from Mr. Ahnan himself. So thanks, Ahnan, for this platform and providing this opportunity. I'm sure. I think I got to share with the people listening to this podcast today. Ahnan shared with me a lot of things, and all of his projects and visions and what are his upcoming plans for Dream Aesthetic. I cannot reveal all the details. However, I can assure you and I can guarantee that it's going to be big and it's going to be exciting. So stay tuned with us. This is only the very first episode. We have a lot of plans already lined up. It's going to be at least 30 episodes that I can foresee. So stay tuned. So today is the very first episode. So the whole, the topic today It's more of introduction about Dream Aesthetic, an introduction about Ahnan, and like for Ahnan to share more of his side of his, more of the side of his story as an athlete and as an organizer, and as a successful event organizer, basically for the fitness competitions. Okay, a brief history for Ahnan. Okay, Ahnan is actually, before he even organized events, he was an athlete himself. So he was a physique athlete. I have seen him personally competed, in the past since 2013, 2014. Okay, let's go through his track records. He has done more than 8 shows, locally and internationally. Okay, so 8 shows for a physique athlete is actually a lot. Starting from 2013 all the way until 2000. When was your last show? 2021?
2019 was the last show.
2019. So it's actually a very long period. About 6 years, 7 years.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, I think I also like to add, because I know a little bit of how the whole Dream Aesthetic event actually came up. Even at on the year 2022, you were preparing for a show, right?
That's right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna
2022. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 22.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going. Further details on that story later.
Okay, sure.
Okay, but I'm just going to share currently Ahnan's record of competitions. He has done Fitness Ironman for multiple years since the start of Fitness Ironman, which was 2015. I guess, yes, 2015, correct?
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
So 2015, you competed and you won. You were the champion for Fitness Ironman 2015, 2016, 2019. Is that correct, Ahnan?
Yes, that's the overall champion.
So great. And also he has competed in multiple local events from the period 2015 to 2019.
Exactly, yeah.
And on top of that, international shows. You have done Southeast Asia level shows.
Yes.
Right? Which was on 2015. Is that correct?
2015, yes.
2015, you did a Southeast Asia level show.
Yeah.
And then 2017, you actually went even international.
Yes.
Arnold Classic Spin. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Yep. So you see, from a track record as a physique athlete, he is actually quite reputable, I must say.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmad. Thank you.
Right? And on outside physique competitions, you have had opportunities outside the stage also, which was you were featured in Vasantham from a period for quite a period of time. From 2013 to 2021, you were involved in multiple projects with Vasantham, correct?
That's right. Yeah.
Yep. And you were featured in Oli FM 96.8 FM multiple times also to talk about fitness and nutrition.
Exactly. That's right.
Yep. So that is Ahnan's track record as a physique athlete, a physique competitor, and providing a lot of values, like in fitness and in training and in nutrition.
That's right.
Okay. So you see, okay, before we go, I'm gonna break it down like this. Okay. Number 1, you're gonna talk your life as a physique athlete. Okay. So that's part 1. And then part 2, we're gonna go in depth into how everything changed as a fitness as an event organizer afterwards. Yeah. So let's go in details, or let's go deep into talking about life as a physique athlete. What are your struggles as a competitor? Because when you were competing for a show, you have to go through diets, you have to go through training. Maybe the things that people do not see on stage. Maybe you go deeper on that. We're going to discuss further on that and the sacrifices you had to make as a competitor. Let's focus on the struggles first. Your experience as a physique athlete. This is the question, yeah, Ahnan.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
So your experience as a physique athlete. Can you share a little bit of your struggle as a competitor?
Okay, so the struggle part. Let me first start where I came from, actually. I was a personal trainer in California Fitness back then. So I get inspired by the bodybuilders out there, and then I'll tell to my trainers, saying that, how can I be like them, man? So they tell me you need a lot of discipline, Anand. So it's not being easy to be like them.
So you mean as a talk to your trainers, as in your colleagues?
My fellow trainers.
So you were a personal trainer, or you're a fitness trainer at California, right?
California Fitness, yeah.
So you talk to colleagues, also the other trainers in California.
So I'll tell them, how to become a trainer, how to become a bodybuilder like them. Not even man physique. At that point in time, man physique wasn't popular. So I just was thinking how to be a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
So the colleagues of mine, they tell me, man, you need to have proper food, you need to have discipline, and then you need to have money. Yeah. So you need to have money to actually compete, and also you need to buy the supplements and stuff. So I was not a bodybuilder back then. I just trained for fun. I like to exercise. I create my foundation, but very off and on. There's a point of time, it's a turning point in my life. I tell myself, I don't want, it's all I talk to myself. Is I have a visualization, I have this, I keep telling to myself, I don't want to be an ordinary trainer. I want to be a well-known trainer. I want people to know my name. So when I tell this vision or this kind of plans to my friends, man, bro, you're dreaming. You're sleeping, wake up. So what is my dream is for them, it's a dream. What is my vision, my goal is they think it's my dream. But I know, I understand. I have this power to make this happen. If I say something, I must make it happen. I can't betray my words. My words are very important to me. Yeah, only one person can betray you is yourself. Yeah, so I feel if I say something, I must make it happen. So 2014, I joined my first local competition. I don't have proper guidance, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. It's 2014, my first competition. Oh, my body's ready. I don't know what to carb up, depletion, nothing. It's just I'm ready.
So like the very, very first show, right?
Exactly. I just feel I'm ready. I'm going to go compete. But then I get third among like 40 over athletes. I get third. So I feel that, oh, I got something, man. I got this physique. Let's bring it to the next level. That's how I go to research on YouTube how to become a professional athlete. Still, I'm not there, but I still train very heavy, those kind of exercises. And then I joined 2015 for my show again. So the struggle, my vision is to become a champion. So to the vision that what I have to be a champion, that the young age when I'm like 25 years old, I didn't realize this. When I get older, that's where actually it hit me back. So when I'm only thinking about the champion part, so I need to sacrifice being with my friends. After some time, my friend actually, they know actually I'm very busy. They cut contact with me. I don't blame them actually, because they know we are different life. Ahnan is still focusing his competition. I respect him. Now I'll go on with my other life, which is like they have to party, they like to go out and stuff.
Okay.
So I was a party animal back then, when I'm like in my Cali days.
So is this before competing?
Before competing. So
okay.
Competition changed me 360 degrees. As in like, I stopped going to club, I'm stopped drinking alcohol, smoking, cigarettes, everything stopped. Because my vision of being a champion was so strong. And I tell myself, I want to give myself an identity. I must give myself identity. And I can do it because it's within my control. So I sacrifice my friends. I sacrifice my family time. When my family have nice food, I won't be able to eat. I tell them, no, I'm dieting. So I go into my chicken breast, fish, tilapia, and rice and vegetables. And then, no social life, always in the gym. Then when I became like more professional in the competition, then I know about the depletion kind of trainings, what we have to go through, cutting the water before we going up to the stage. Things that I do it wrongly. I feel hypoglycemia many times when I come back home, feeling like fainting. So
because you were cutting water,
cutting my carbohydrates.
Okay.
So the sacrifice, when I make everything, when I win a show, even my health is on the line. Yeah.
Just to step on stage.
Just on stage. So my health is on the line, my family is on the line, my career is on the line. Sacrifice is one of sacrifices when I want to be a champion. So I only want to train myself. I believe this happens to other athletes as well. So we only want to train ourselves. We want to put more focus. We can be tired. We can be grumpy and stuff. And this point of time, I lost clients. I lose quite a number of clients. They think that, no, Anand's not focusing on me now. And I'll find a better trainer. So, of course, I learned my lesson. Then after my competition, go hustle and finding back another client. So that point of time, I don't have this kind of thinking. How come the organization never helped me? How come the organization never give me a platform to show my identity? Yeah. And where is the support? I'm giving them 100%. See, I'm sacrificing everything to step on your particular stage. And then I want to be a champion. But became a champion is only one win to lose so many things. Back then, I never feel that. I only want to win. As I go many shows, I ask myself, do I get a proper reward that what I wanted? Unfortunately, no. Sad. It's sad. It's when athlete, they will actually fellow athletes, gym mates, they will talk about saying that Singapore events not good lah. Local event where got money. Local event cannot do much.
Yep.
Because the organizer is not. They don't have the same vision of the athletes. Organizer will be thinking, let's make money. You sign up for my event, make money, and then you will get a recognition when you step my stage, and then go and do your thing. But they won't know what kind of sacrifice, whatever we made, there is a single thing, so they don't care about it.
Basically, you were saying the price that you have to pay just to step on their stage, right?
Yes. Yeah. So the price is so heavy, and then in return, nothing. Yes. So that's what make me feel that, if I ever have a chance to organize the event, I want to give my athletes, the winner, prize money, cash prize money must be involved. Even though I'm giving like overall champion $1,000, the $1,000 is not as how much is spent for the whole prep. It's just maybe 2%, 1%.
Yeah. Can imagine
but
that.
by giving that money to them, it's like they feel it's appreciated that this organizer, I believe they feel that this organizer recognizing my hard work, and $1,000, I can do something out of it. I can go buy something. And not only that, I also want to tell their story, athlete story, to the audience. So I actually reach out to a few radio stations. I'm waiting for them to get back to me. But meanwhile, my plan is put them in podcast as well.
Yeah.
They will have a story. They have an amazing story to tell us. Telling that how much they have sacrificed, what all make them and want them to be a champion, how they come in this industry. And through this podcast, my aim, my goal, people watch this podcast, they go and hire these fellow athletes, champions, as their trainer. From here, if they're going to get a client, I'll be the most happiest person. That's what I'm doing. And also my sponsors from here, they get a better deal, better customer, I'll be happy. This is my whole idea. So the sacrifice alone we make is our health, our time, our family, pretty much it's our whole life. Because bodybuilding is not a one-day sport. It's a 360-day sport just to make one-day event.
That's what they say, bodybuilding is life, right? When you get into bodybuilding.
It's no way exit. Because if you train for 6 months and you're going to cheat for a week, you know what will happen right after that. So the sacrifice is a lot of sacrifice. And also you must be well determined. Some people, they compete, they will sign up, and then last minute, 1 week out, they'll stop. It's okay. I won't say they're lousy or they're not good. That's the thing, the mindset go haywire. It's one of the sacrifices as well.
Yeah, man.
The guys go crazy, thinking, I want to go competition. Yeah. So whoever complete and going to step, you're already a champion.
True,
and
I
then,
agree, yes.
If you win the show, it's bonus for you. But only my humble advice to the athletes, market yourself. While you're in this competition prep, take videos of you. Show how great you are. Tag the organization. Organization also will repost it for you. So this is a two-way thing. So that's how organization grow. I promise my athletes will grow together with me. Not only my athletes, my whole team. I don't believe in one person growth. I believe in my team, my whole team. I believe this is a family. If the family grow, we grow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for sharing, Ahnan. Okay, I just have one question. So, you had this thought of organizing events. You were kind of thinking to yourself, right? You were telling to yourself, right? So if I ever organize an event, it will be like this, it will be like that, there will be like cash prize money involved and things like that. At which stage, or like at which point of time you had all these thoughts?
2019.
2019, you
Yes.
had all these thoughts.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so you see, like the whole process of Dream Aesthetic, it's not like it's just like came out in 2023, right?
Yeah, it's the thought that I have in 2019 that is make it to reality now. But without my friends' support, actually, it won't happen. Yeah, it's like I need to say this thing over in the podcast. Also, I need followers also must know how actually I get started. People think, oh, Ahnan, how suddenly you have a team, and how suddenly you got into this actually. My friend